Capricorn, listen closely, because what you're feeling right now, it's not random. The heaviness in your chest, the pressure in your head, the whispers in your intuition that something massive is unfolding, you are not imagining it. You are being spiritually summoned. From June 1st to June 7th, you will enter what the universe calls your final karmic window. This isn't just another week. It's a timeline checkpoint that decides whether you ascend into the destiny you were born for, or fall back into the loops you've been desperately trying to break. Capricorn, you're ruled by Saturn, the planet of karma, structure, time, and truth. So when a karmic window opens for you, it's not a soft message, it's a cosmic operation on your soul. And this time, the universe isn't playing. If you're not aligned, if you're not ready, you could lose everything you were meant to become. Let that sink in. This window holds the final exam of everything you've been learning since 2020. All those silent battles, all the times you broke but didn't quit, all the moments you questioned why it was so hard for you. They were preparing you for this exact spiritual test. If you pass it, you step into a reality so upgraded your past self wouldn't recognize you. You unlock a timeline where alignment, wealth, love, and peace flow to you. You finally stop surviving and start thriving. But if you miss it, you could stay stuck in the same karmic patterns until 2033. Yes, 10 more years of repeating cycles you thought you left behind. 10 more years of almost moments, of delays, of confusion, of feeling unseen. And that's not your fate, unless you choose it. So what must you do? First, stay with me until the end of this video, because I'm going to reveal the 3 karmic mistakes that will destroy your destiny. Mistakes you might not even realize you're making right now. And then I'll show you exactly what to do instead, to align, to break the cycle, and to claim the timeline that's been waiting for you since before you were born. This is your moment, Capricorn. Everything has led you here, and I promise, if you stay open, stay aware, and pass this test, your future will unfold in ways you can't even imagine yet. Let's begin. Capricorn, let's talk about why this exact moment in time matters more than you know. You are ruled by Saturn, the slow, serious, no-nonsense planet of karma, discipline, and divine timing. Saturn doesn't deal in luck, it deals in lessons. And when Saturn speaks to your soul, it isn't with a whisper, it's with a test. And right now, the universe has placed you in a spiritual testing ground from June 1st to June 7th. This is not just another week on the calendar. This is your karmic final exam. Imagine it like this. You've been in spiritual school for the last 4 years. Since early 2020, you've been thrown into situations that forced you to grow, stretch, heal, and transform. You've had to face things most people would have avoided. You've had to build yourself from rock bottom, sometimes in silence. You've had to let go of people, careers, identities, and comfort zones that no longer matched your soul. And now, the universe is asking, did you learn the lesson, or are you just pretending to be healed? Capricorn, this week is your graduation gate, but here's the truth no one else is telling you. If you pass through it with clarity, alignment, and courage, you will activate a new timeline where success, love, peace, and power finally flow in. But if you ignore this cosmic checkpoint, if you fall back into your old survival patterns, you'll be pushed into another karmic loop that won't release until 2033. Yes, a full 10 years, 10 years of almosts, 10 years of false starts, 10 years of feeling like you're doing everything right, but still not seeing results. And you don't deserve that, not after everything you've endured, not after all the inner work, sacrifices, and spiritual battles. Capricorn, listen to me. This portal is your chance to break the karmic chain once and for all. This is your stop playing small moment, your leave behind what drains you moment, your step into the power that was always yours moment. You didn't come this far to loop back to who you used to be. You came this far to cross the threshold into who you were always meant to become, but only if you act with awareness. Only if you see this week for what it really is: a divine doorway, a cosmic test, a soul reset. So stay with me, because in the next part we'll dive into the exact signs that this karmic test has already begun in your life, and how to know the universe is watching your next move right now. Let's continue. Capricorn, let's get brutally honest. If you've been feeling like life is testing you hard lately, that's not bad luck. That's not stress. That's the beginning of your karmic exam. The signs are already showing up, and if you're experiencing any of the following, it means the test has officially begun. Sign number 1. Your patience is being pushed to the edge. It feels like everyone around you is irritating you. People you normally tolerate are now grinding your soul. You're snapping, silently fuming, or suppressing it just to keep the peace. But this isn't about them. It's about whether you'll react from ego or respond from wisdom. Sign number 2. Old issues are resurfacing like ghosts. Family wounds, money struggles, control battles you thought you healed years ago. Suddenly, they're back, and louder than ever. Why now? Because the universe is testing your progress, asking, are you really healed, or just avoiding the lesson? Sign number 3. Restless nights and anxious mornings. You're waking up at 3 a.m. with a tight chest. You feel dread, and you don't even know why. There's this silent pressure in your spirit, like something big is coming, and you can't shake it. You're not going crazy. You're energetically being prepared. Your body is sensing the frequency shift. The veil between timelines is thinning, and your soul knows it must choose. Sign number 4. You're torn between responsibility and your deeper calling. There's a pull in your heart to do something different, but you feel chained to duty, bills, family, expectations. You wonder, if I follow my soul, will everything fall apart? That's the test. The universe is watching to see, will you keep choosing what's safe, or will you choose what's sacred? None of this is random, Capricorn. It's all been orchestrated for this exact moment. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. The universe is asking a powerful question right now. Will Capricorn fall back into their old controller energy? Or will Capricorn rise into mastery of trust, discipline, and divine flow? Because your old self needed control to feel safe. But your new self, your elevated self, it chooses alignment over anxiety, faith over fear, destiny over duty. This week isn't about proving anything to the world. It's about proving to the universe and yourself that you've evolved, that you're ready for the version of life that's been waiting to meet you. So don't ignore the signs. Don't brush off the triggers. They're not setbacks. They're spiritual signals. And in the next part, I'm going to show you the first major karmic trap that could destroy everything you've worked for, if you're not careful. Let's go deeper. Capricorn, this is the first karmic trap that will destroy your destiny if you're not careful. Trying to control everything, people, outcomes, timelines, the way things should go. And I get it. You're ruled by Saturn, the planet of structure and boundaries. You were born to build, born to create order from chaos. But that gift, it has a shadow side, and that shadow is control. You want everything done right, on schedule, with precision, with logic. You want guarantees, predictability, safety. But during this karmic window from June 1st to June 7th, control becomes poison. Here's why. The universe is currently trying to rearrange your life. It's rewriting your story behind the scenes. It's shifting relationships, pulling you out of old timelines, aligning you with something greater. But if you try to interfere, if you force things to happen on your terms, you will block that flow. And that's how you delay your blessings. You miss the miracle because it didn't come in the package your ego expected. You hold on to dead weight because you're afraid to float in uncertainty. You tighten your grip when the universe is asking you to release. That's how you stay stuck. That's how you lose what was meant for you. Capricorn, you're not here to micromanage your destiny. You're here to align with it, to co-create it, to surrender to it, even when it doesn't make perfect sense. This week, your highest assignment is to trust your higher self. You may feel the urge to fix, plan, control, or force, but your real power is in letting go. Say this to yourself: I surrender control. I allow the divine to work through me. Because true strength is knowing when to loosen your grip. And when you do, you'll see the universe move mountains you were never meant to carry. In the next part, I'll reveal the second karmic trap, the one that hides behind your work ethic, but secretly drains your spiritual power. Let's keep going. Capricorn, let's talk about one of your greatest strengths, and how, during this karmic window, it can become your greatest spiritual weakness. You are the hardest worker in the entire zodiac. Your grind is unmatched. Your ability to push through pain, pressure, and chaos? Legendary. But from June 1st to June 7th, that very strength could destroy your destiny. Here's the second karmic trap: overworking to avoid your emotions. You stay busy because it makes you feel safe. You tell yourself, I'm being productive. But deep down, you're running from what your soul is trying to say. Capricorn, the universe is screaming at you right now. Through that tightness in your chest, that heaviness in your heart, those recurring dreams that feel too real to ignore, that anxiety that creeps in when the room gets quiet. These are not random discomforts. These are divine messages. But if you stay buried in your schedule, checking off tasks, drowning in emails, living by the clock, you'll miss every sacred whisper the universe is sending you. And you know what's worse? You'll wake up one day and realize you're successful, but spiritually empty. You reached the goal, but lost the meaning. You built the life, but forgot to build the soul. Capricorn, this week isn't asking for hustle. It's asking for awareness. Even 10 minutes of stillness a day, with no distractions, no plans, no control, can reveal more truth than 10 hours of non-stop work. Sit with yourself. Listen to the silence. Write what your body is trying to tell you. Ask, what am I avoiding? What do I need to release? What emotion have I buried under my calendar? Because in this karmic window, stillness is your superpower, and spiritual clarity won't shout, it whispers. In the next part, I'll uncover the third and most dangerous trap, the one that keeps you stuck out of guilt, fear, and misplaced loyalty. Let's move forward, Capricorn. Now we arrive at the deadliest karmic trap of all, and it's one that's so subtle, so disguised as honor, that many Capricorns don't even realize they've fallen into it. It's the trap of staying loyal to something that's quietly draining your soul. Maybe it's a relationship that feels more like an obligation than a connection. Maybe it's a job where you're praised for your performance but dying inside. Maybe it's a role in your family where you're the rock, but no one asks how you're really doing. And here's the truth. You already know it's no longer aligned, but you stay. Why? Because of duty, because of guilt, because of the fear of what might happen if you finally walked away. Capricorn, your loyalty is one of your greatest virtues, but during this karmic window, it could also be your greatest downfall. You weren't born to suffer in silence. You weren't sent here to live a life that looks good on the outside, but feels hollow within. And you definitely weren't created to sacrifice your soul just to keep the peace. From June 1st to June 7th, the universe is offering you a way out. A karmic exit door from everything that's been holding your spirit hostage. But here's the thing, that door doesn't stay open forever. If you choose to stay in what's familiar but unaligned, you're choosing 10 more years of spiritual stagnation, 10 more years of almost happiness, 10 more years of wondering why you still feel empty. Capricorn, you have to ask yourself this hard question. Would I choose this again if fear wasn't guiding me? Because fear will keep you loyal to a prison, but your soul, it's begging you for freedom. And that freedom isn't found in sacrifice. It's found in truth, in alignment, in the boldness to walk away from what's safe and step into what's sacred. Capricorn, this is your karmic exit. Don't miss it. Coming up next. If you pass this test, the rewards are beyond what you've imagined. Let me show you what's waiting on the other side. Capricorn, let's take a deep breath, because now we're going to flip the script. What happens if you pass this test? What if you choose alignment over fear, trust over control, courage over comfort? Then everything begins to shift in your favor. If you pass this karmic test between June 1st and 7th, you won't just survive. You'll unlock a new timeline, one that has been waiting on the other side of your courage. Here's what that timeline holds for you. Financial expansion through ease, not exhaustion. Imagine making money from your true gifts, not just grinding through what drains you. Opportunities will flow, not because you forced them, but because you're finally aligned with what was meant for you. Soulmate level love that aligns with your truth. No more pretending, no more performing. You attract someone who sees your soul, not just your status. A connection that expands you, not empties you. Purpose-driven success that finally feels fulfilling. You stop chasing recognition and start living in divine flow. Your work starts to reflect your essence, not just your resume. You don't just achieve, you awaken a level of peace that feels foreign, because chaos was normal for years. Survival mode was your autopilot. You were addicted to doing, but now, stillness won't scare you, it will center you. Capricorn, this week isn't just another cycle, it's the bridge between who you've been and who you're about to become. But bridges require faith to cross. You can't drag the past across it. You can't carry everything. You must choose lightness. This karmic window is an invitation to walk into a version of life that doesn't just look better, it feels real, it fits, it breathes. So if you've ever asked the universe, when will it be my time? The answer is now. In the next part, I'll guide you step by step on what to do between June 1st and 7th to pass this test and claim the timeline that was always meant for you. Let's step into action. Capricorn, you've seen the signs, you've felt the pressure, and now the karmic portal is open. The question is, what do you do with it? How do you pass the test and activate the timeline that's been calling your name? Here's exactly what to do from June 1st to June 7th to align with your highest destiny. 1. Do a candle ritual on June 1st. On the very first day of the window, June 1st, start with sacred intention. Get a black or white candle. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and light the candle as a symbol of your release. Then say these words out loud. I release control. I surrender to my highest path. I trust that what is meant for me will find me. These words are powerful. They're a declaration to the universe that you're ready to let go of fear, ego, and resistance. Let the candle burn for at least 11 minutes as you sit in presence. You are calling in spiritual transformation. 2. Spend 10 minutes in silence every day. Capricorn, your mind is always going, planning, fixing, building. But from June 1st to 7th, your power comes from stillness. Every day, take 10 minutes of complete silence. No phone, no to-do list, no music. Just you, your breath, and your soul. Ask this question in your heart. What truth am I avoiding? Then, listen. The universe will speak through your thoughts, your body, your emotion, or even your breath. But you have to be still long enough to hear it. This is where divine guidance begins. Write down what must end. Get brutally honest with yourself. Capricorn, what in your life have you outgrown? A toxic job? A relationship that's based on survival, not soul? An identity that was built for approval, not truth? Write it down and don't sugarcoat it. Then say goodbye. You can burn the paper, bury it, or simply fold it and say, I am ready to release what no longer serves my evolution. This written release is your energetic signal to the universe that you are choosing freedom. 4. Pull a tarot or oracle card. Whether you're spiritual or just curious, this step matters. Pull one tarot or oracle card during this window. Ask, what energy am I walking into next? Don't overthink it, just let the message speak to you. Sometimes the card confirms what you already know. Other times, it reveals a new direction. Either way, it's guidance from your higher self. Capricorn, these small rituals hold huge energetic weight right now. You don't have to do them perfectly, just do them with intention. Because this week is sacred. It's not about performance, it's about presence. And your soul is ready. Up next, we'll close with a final reminder, a truth you must carry into the rest of 2024 and beyond. Let's finish strong. Capricorn, take a breath, because what I'm about to say, it's not just meant for your ears, it's meant for your soul. You are not ordinary. You are not just another zodiac sign floating through time. You are a cosmic architect, placed here with purpose, precision, and power. You were born into Saturn's domain, the realm of structure, responsibility, and karmic mastery. And while that path hasn't been easy, it has shaped you into someone unstoppable. You've walked through fire. You've held it all together when others fell apart. You've stayed loyal when your heart was breaking. And now, the universe is whispering, Capricorn, it's your time. From June 1st to June 7th, you're not being tested to punish you. You're being tested to reveal who you've become. You're not here to live small. You're not here to repeat survival loops. You're here to break chains, to lead your bloodline forward, to finally live a life that aligns with your soul, not your scars. The universe is watching. Your higher self is watching. The version of you who's already thriving in 2030 is hoping you pass this final karmic checkpoint. But there's one truth you must now face. You cannot walk into your destiny while holding on to your old story. You cannot claim your divine path if you're still bound by fear, guilt, or duty. So the real question is, will you choose freedom or stay loyal to familiar suffering? Will you choose to rise or repeat? Because here's the truth. Your destiny is already waiting. Your next chapter is written in the stars, but it can only find you on the other side of truth. Capricorn, you are not broken, you are becoming. And this karmic window is not the end, it's your rebirth. Step into it with courage, with clarity, with conviction, because you were born for this moment. And the life you've dreamed of, it's no longer a fantasy. It's on the other side of this choice. Capricorn, now that you know what's happening between June 1st and June 7th, it's time to step into your power for real. This isn't just a video. This is a spiritual initiation, and it begins with your declaration. Go to the comments right now and write this 11 times. I choose my destiny. I am ready to pass this karmic test. Why 11 times? Because repetition creates vibration, and vibration creates reality. The moment you declare it, the universe listens. Let your energy be felt. Let your soul speak. Let your karmic decision echo across this portal window. Next, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because this isn't the last test, and this isn't the last divine transmission coming your way. I promise you, more cosmic guidance is on its way. But if your notifications are off, you could miss your next message. And in this karmic season, missing it means delaying your future. So subscribe now, because your next step depends on staying in alignment. And don't keep this message to yourself. Share this video with another Capricorn, maybe a friend, a sibling, a co-worker silently struggling. You don't know what someone's going through, and they may be walking through the same karmic trap you just uncovered. They might need this one message to change everything. Be the person who sends it. And finally, now that you're aware of the karmic window, it's time to unlock the reward. Go watch this next video right now. Capricorn, 5 millionaire numbers for June. Decode them before June 7th. Because passing this test doesn't just end the suffering, it begins your abundance timeline. It opens the gate to financial flow the universe is ready to send, but only if you're in the right frequency to receive it. Capricorn, your timeline is being chosen right now. The karmic gate is wide open, and your future is waiting. Not patiently, but powerfully. Walk through it. This is your time. This is your test. This is your destiny. Let the universe know you're ready. And let's move forward, together.